What is up, everybody? This is Recap Rewind. I'm J-Lag, and I'm here with
NB.
And this episode of Recap Rewind is reviewing and recapping episode 13 of Siesta Key, and it's called Juliette, Interrupted.
Cool.
Yeah, let's just get right into it real quick. So what did you think of the episode as an overall?
It was good. It was like jam packed. I felt like last week's episode was like just kind of all
scenes.
around one major scene, but this one we got to see a lot of the same duplicates of people like Juliette's army. We got to see Kelsey's struggles with the toaster.
Yeah, and
we got to see that.
Yeah, we got to see
more of Alex.
A little bit of Tallahassee.
So basically, this episode kind of narrows down to two major parties, right? As all episodes do narrow down to a party.
That's true.
But how do we start this one off?
So it starts off really with like literally what just had happened last episode with Juliette and Alex.
Yeah.
And it's really, really messed up because Juliette's narrating it and she was like, yeah, things were kind of fucked up. And then she's like, and then it shows them kissing on the boat and then literally like Garrett walking into the darkness being like, Juliette, where are you? Juliette, are you over there? And she's like across this, like she ran away from the boat at this point and she like walked across the street and she was like, I just want to go home because she didn't want to get caught, obviously. And so she still asked for a ride from Garrett, which was like really fucked up because I'm like, can't you get Alex, your new man, to
that was so weird. Like she made out with
home?
this guy and then she like went with her other guy.
She's so lame.
I don't
Honestly,
understand what happened.
She's so lame. That also adds to the fact that I really feel like a lot of their drama and the fact that they're like not even really together.
Garrett
is, like,
and
facts.
Juliette.
Yeah. Like she doesn't even kiss them. She's just like, thanks for the ride.
She
Bye.
like, thanks for the ride, mate.
Get me the F out of this car.
Yeah.
Like,
she was like cringing in that car.
That's all it was. And then it really just covers off like the next day, and Madison and her sister are like covering things off and talking. And then Kelsey comes through at some point in time. She's like, yo, that was cray cray. This woman was about to fight me. And then Brandon's there and he's like, I'll make you guys pancakes. Like it was kind of cute.
Oh.
You're like, so
he just annoys me.
So cute. He really is annoying. And then it cuts to Juliette because she dips, right? She's like, get me out of here. So much drama. And then she goes to her school. She goes to Florida U.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta go back to school now. I'm like so bored with my life.
Right. And so she talks to like
her mommy
for a hot second at some point in time, and she was like, her mom's like French, and she's like, Juliette, what's wrong with you? Who is Alex and who is Garrett? I don't even know his name. Is it Garrett? And whatever. So like Juliette just like gives her the tea and she's like, yo, it's like really kind of fucked up or whatever. I'm feeling some type of way. But then Juliette talks to her friends at some point, like Juliette 2 and Juliette 3.
I don't even know their names.
And they're basically like, oh yeah, so like what happened? And then she was like, I kissed Alex. Yeah,
like me and Alex.
And
they're
Hannah,
literally like eye roll century. Like they were all eye rolling. Like Hannah like came through this episode. I was like, girl, thank you. You have a brain up in there. You're using it right now. Preach to your sister. Yeah. Tell her no.
And she basically says like,
she's
again?
Like, again, girl.
Like, girl, are
and
you
how
dumb?
many times does he have to screw you over?
Yeah, literally that's what she says. And she was like, well, this is like the 7th time, so I'm 7 times a charm. And anyway, I don't know what's going on with her. Kelsey's up and trying to make a modeling career, so like her mom's like super excited about that. And
she's like, I love school for this, guys. I need to make this work.
Because like literally I
was eating 3 Cheerios a day and I just like I couldn't anymore.
So I
like, are these storylines even real?
So I think
are they real, people?
So I think she has like some sort of interview that's lined up for New York. So that'll happen next episode.
New York City.
Yeah. So
from the swamp to the city.
Yeah.
That's the next show.
That'll be the
instead
spin-off.
of like from the hills to the city.
Yeah, it'll be the swamp. I don't even know
from Everglades to the city. From Tallahassee to the city.
So let's just talk about the parties because that's like the central situation in this whole story. So there's a party that's going on in Tallahassee,
Florida
State, and then
it's just like an overwhelming scene of like a lot of white people,
white blondes
everywhere, and like me and Jay were like, whoa.
I was like,
there's no diversity here.
So yeah, that's like, it was too much.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Too much. And so anyway, like there's that party happening, and on the side of it, like Kelsey and Madison are throwing like a housewarming
Mardi Gras party, cute
party. So people are coming through there, and then they're like, "Ooh, is Garrett coming here? Or is Garrett going there?" Because like, he was invited to both.
Right. It's like, where is Garrett gonna go? But then also on the side, Kelsey was looking up on Carson, which was, he like grew on me this episode. I was like, okay, he's kind of cute.
Yeah, he looks like a little baby.
They like surfed for a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's kind of like flirting with him, but also like Garrett might come into the mix at any point in time.
But I kind of forgot about him.
Because, who, Garrett,
like,
or Carson?
Because Garrett's like, what are you even doing with your life right now?
Yeah,
so whatever. Anyway, so there's that situation that happened, but yeah, everything kind of hits it off during the
two party scenes, and they're sort of cutting back and forth, right?
So Garrett ends up at the Mardi Gras party.
Right.
How did you feel about like his decision?
I mean, I don't even think him and Juliette are a real couple. So really, like, I didn't think he was gonna go to Tallahassee or wherever they are.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really shocked.
Right.
But I don't know what is it. Like, I love Garrett. I really do. Like, I think he's so hot. But when he talks, or like when he doesn't talk, there's like nothing to him.
There's nothing.
Like he's boring.
Empty.
He's empty.
He's like
he doesn't make jokes. He doesn't really come through for his friends. He just kind of like shows up.
Yeah. The one time that I saw him turn up, like, and it was for like not even a hot second, Brandon was like, "G baby."
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, G baby."
He's like, "Oh yeah," and then like
that was it.
Literally, like, the only time you ever see him actually like have a personality, and then it goes back to like monotone. Like, this is how I feel about things, man. And, like, you know, I'm such a bro, and like, he just doesn't have like.
I feel like he's not even a bro. Like, that's the thing. You can't even call him a bro. Like, Alex is a bro.
Yeah,
he's not even a bro. So like, he's not even there. He's just
not present. Are you a robot?
He's like a robot.
It's like Westworld.
Yeah.
He's like a Westworld robot. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's kind of basic. So in that scene, he tries to kind of not lurk in on Kelsey, but he has a conversation with Kelsey. She like gets to know him a little bit. It does come to a point where like Carson and her are having a good time, and Garrett comes through and he's like, "Oh, I guess you should go say hi to that guy." And like, I think Carson was feeling some type of way about it.
Yeah, when Garrett showed up.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they like talk for a little bit for a minute, but like even now, like it just shows that they don't really have any chemistry anymore.
Who,
in my
Garrett
opinion.
and Kelsey?
Yeah. Do you feel like they still have anything
I feel like
going?
They might, yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like right now it's like unnecessary, and like the more and more I see Garrett on screen, I'm like, the more and more I'm like, you're so basic though. Yeah. Like, who are you? And so anyway, he's so then he ends up leaving. Because he's like, this party bowing? I don't know.
Garrett left.
Garrett leaves.
Oh, true. Oh, no, he went to call Juliette.
And he just went for a call. This is
the part that I didn't like either. I was like, what a loser. Like, what are you doing? Like, at a party and you're calling your girl who's like not even your girl because it's a fake storyline.
She didn't even answer.
She didn't answer. Like, she like looked. Apparently she looked. And then like she didn't answer.
Speaking of which, meanwhile, up in Tallahassee.
So it cuts back to like I'm not going to say that word. Cuts back to the party.
The white party. The white pride party. And
they're having fun.
Yeah, they're having a good time.
And Juliette's like, at the same time, I think she was like voiceovering it too.
Yeah.
And there's like some like awkward like slow shots of her like sipping
tea.
And she's like, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited that Alex was coming or something.
So she didn't even know that he was coming at all.
But I think she wanted him to come.
It's so fucking gross the way they like shoot it too. They shoot him from the back, and he's like walking through the hallway into like the balcony area, and like then he like turns the corner like a freaking like psychopath like lurker, and then he's like, "Hey," and then everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Like Hannah's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" Like Hannah's boyfriend. Let's talk about him for a hot second.
Yeah.
NB was not feeling him so much because he was just too turned up. I understand that his points were valid, but why are you up in all this girl drama right now? Like, what's going on?
I honestly hate when guys, like, especially the boyfriends of like certain girls, like, I hate when the guys get involved in the girl drama. Like, you have no business in the girl drama. It's like your girlfriend's friend.
Like
maybe you do. Maybe you've heard your girlfriend crying, but like, be a man. Like, go do something else. Like, let the girls like
You're
talk.
not friends with Juliette.
You don't have a right to like get involved in this mess. podcast. I feel like it looks very desperate. And to me, that guy screams like attention. Like I feel like he wants to be on the show right now.
Yeah.
And like he's lurking in so hard to like be on camera.
Yeah, and to be like,
and I was not feeling
that
the
good
scene at all.
boyfriend that like needs to like, be by his.
And I love how Alex called him out. Like I love that part when he was like, "Bro, like relax. Like you fought with your girlfriend like enough times too.
Right.
Where like I've had to be in the middle of it too.
Right.
Like don't act like you're like the good boyfriend of the year. You know."
So there is like a situation that happens at the party, and that's basically what it is. Like Hannah comes for Alex and like is like, "Why are you here though? Like you shouldn't even be here." And he's like, "What do you mean? Like this party was lit. Like I'm gonna come through." But I had the same question. What are you doing here? You're driving to Tallahassee for what? Don't go to school. Like what's going on? Like I didn't really understand what his purpose was. I guess because
they wanted to film that scene, right?
No, they wanted him to. Yeah, they wanted to 100% for him to come through. But like, how did you feel about like how Juliette reacted to all of this whole situation?
I mean, I don't think she even knows how to feel. I feel like she's in love with Alex. She's always gonna be in love with Alex, and whatever her friends tell her, she's not gonna listen. She's just gonna want. She wants the D.
Yeah, she just wants a D. It's really funny that you say that because at one point in time, I think when he first rolls up, she's like, "Oh, I'm so surprised to see you." He's like, "Yeah, I just want to like party," and he says it like under his breath. Yeah. He's like, "Bro needs to get laid."
It sounded like, so weird.
I feel like she looks at him in a moment and she was like, "Yeah, true. Like he's just like the same typical guy. He just wants to fuck me." But she's like, "But I'll do it."
I don't think she even thought that.
She's like, "But I'll do it anyway."
You're giving her too much credit.
But you know what I mean? Like he's that guy.
It almost sounded like they added that in there after. Like I feel like he didn't even say it at that moment.
But why would they be like, "Yo, can you come in for a voiceover?"
Yeah, I don't know. It sounded so weird.
Bro wants to get laid. Anyway, like he just shows how like pathetic I think he is. Like he's like the same typical guy. Like all this stuff about him saying like, "Oh yeah, I got punched in the jaw. Like my life changed now." Like no man, you're still the same person. Yeah. Like what's gonna change? Like you're still like a douche. Anyway, so
is it fair to say though, and I'm gonna like speak honestly here, guys, is it fair to say that as much as there's guys like that, I feel like girls sometimes let guys be like that. Like I feel like the fact that he knows that Juliette, who knows their relationship, we don't know the extent of their relationship, but like if they're in a relationship that they're just like hooking up, like he knows he's gonna get it when he gets there. So like that's his purpose, that's his thing. He knows he's already gonna get it because it's available for him. Like she's literally saying like, "Come through and like we'll hook up." Is it him just being a douchebag, or is it him just like knowing their relationship and being very open about it and like she's okay with it, I'm okay with it, kind of thing, you know?
Sure. I mean, I think I totally would agree with you if I felt that that's how she was reacting to it. But I think that she's still an insecure girl who doesn't really know what she wants. Alex takes advantage of that in very opportune moments, and like Juliette goes for it because she thinks that's what she wants, but deep down she's still like a really fucked up insecure girl. She has some very self-destructive like
it's
attitudes
weird. Like
and behaviors.
I would hope at this point like she's strong enough where like she knows him because like she's seen him on camera too now, especially.
Yeah,
but like you're right, like who knows,
she's just like, self-destructive. She's just doing it for the drama and for the money, for the shmoney. And so that's like the major drama on that side of things. And I don't think there was any like cray.
There's nothing cray on the other side.
At the party, at the
except for Chloe
party.
Talking about something. I don't know what she was yapping about. Snapchat or something.
Yeah. So she finds out. So that happens after. So then there was like the epilogue or whatever. The parties end and happen. And Alex stays on in Tallahassee for whatever reason because he has literally nothing better to do. And then it's really cute. Kelsey and Chloe and Madison are like meeting together and they're all like hungover. And like Chloe comes in and she's just like derpy and she's just like, "Hey guys, I'm dying right now." Like it was really funny to see them all together. And so that's when Chloe basically says, she's like, "I was on Snapchat lurking because like I'm a Snapchat lurker and I saw a snap of Alex with Juliette at the party in Tallahassee." And it was just like, that's what it was, right? It cuts to, so here's the thing, like it was, and this is just a side note, I feel like there was like a 2-day party because like one was over, like the Mardi Gras party was over,
and the college one like lasted
like kept going to the next day because that's when the stuff happens with Hannah and Hannah's boyfriend like coming for Alex that day, not like the day before. I don't know. It was really confusing the way they shot it or edited it, whatever. So that happens in Tallahassee. Meanwhile, Tarek and Chloe have a really quick like moment. Yeah, and so Tarek talks and he's like talking about like finding love and the fact that he's not out yet, and he wanted to bring somebody to the party, but like the guy was like acting weird or whatever, and he's not really out, and he's like, I'm not out either because I have like Jehovah's Witness like parents and this and this. And then he talks about his first boyfriend or someone that he really, really loved, and it's like a story about someone that like died.
Yeah,
and you find out that it's from the Pulse nightclub shooting.
Yeah.
And you're like, shit, true. He was in Miami. Like, that's what, like, where it all went down. So
Orlando.
Like, yeah, Florida. So, it's just like sad to like see that moment, like, so,
and the reality of it, right? Like hearing someone who's in this show who I never thought it would get that real.
Yeah.
Like hearing it that real, I was like, oh my god, I had so many chills.
Yeah, I feel like it was a crazy moment to see, and it like almost doesn't fit with all the other dumb shit drama that's happening. For sure. Like finally they like plop in this really like real amazing moment, and like in the midst of like literally 75 blonde girls like walking and drinking. Like I don't know. So,
no, you're right.
It was a really cool moment that they were able to highlight that.
You know, I think that is the biggest reflection of what like America is. Yeah. Especially for 100%. Like our age people. Like here you go, you see these like privileged kids at a whatever kind of party, like doing whatever. Yeah. Like, and then you see this kid's story and it got so real so fast. Yeah. It's such a contrast. It's a really big contrast.
So true. Anyway, so then we cut to Kelsey and Madison, and Kelsey's basically like, yo, I'm going to New York, and then Madison's like, I'm gonna come through for you, girl. I'm gonna come come with you to New York, and we'll make a trip out about it, and I'll like put in applications for and like engineering, like we'll see. And then we'll see, and then they're like 6, so that'll probably be like the next couple episodes. And then Chloe and Garrett are at the gym because Garrett is like training her. Yeah. And Chloe's like, I can't help myself. Here's some word vomit. I saw the Snapchat, and Juliette was with Alex in that moment. And it was really funny because like they literally shot like the Hey Arthur hand clench, and I think they put in even the sound effect of him going like crunch. Because like Garrett's like over this now, this whole situation. He's like, I can't believe that she did that. Yeah. He's really, really pissed. And then finally, I think the final moment is Juliette and Alex. Alex is finally like dipping out of Tallahassee after like 7 days of being there. I don't know what the hell was happening. And Juliette's like, yeah, I'm about to.
And like he didn't even dip. Like she left him at the side of the road.
Yeah. So, and he has a moment with her, and he's basically like, I have these feelings for you. I really don't want to like let them go. All this stuff that happened with my job breaking like made me realize like the people are important in my life or whatever, and I want you here with me. And she was like, I don't really know, because like Garrett's like this and this. But like that moment, I literally like was talking to NB at that moment, and I was like, he literally just said the exact same thing to Madison like 4 episodes ago. Yeah. Like when they were like on the beach. Yeah. Like he's a sociopath. Like he just like, he like sprouts out what he thinks that women are gonna want to hear, and then he hopes for the best. Like, you don't really actually feel that way. You just want the V. Or do you feel like he was honest?
I think in his mind, he was being honest. I think in his mind, he's bored. He wants attention. Maybe he doesn't have like another girl. So like, huh?
Like that's not coming. No,
it's not coming from a good place. But like, it's still like, I think in his delusional mind, I think he still wants to be in a relationship. He doesn't know what that means though.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. That's fair. So yeah, that's the entire episode. Why don't we get into our recap roundups?
Recap roundups.
Best moment.
Best moment.
My best moment was Alex's mom and Madison having that cute moment.
We didn't even get to talk about that.
Freaking cute. So basically, like Alex's mom, I don't know, she's planning an event or something, and she's like, Madison, like come through, because she like legit loves Madison. Yeah. She's like talking about like being a bride. I'm like, she's literally making Madison wear a wedding gown. Like she's like, get ready, you're gonna marry my son right now.
Please marry.
It was so freaking cute.
Married to the family. Yeah, it just, I guess like they really, really have a close relationship, and she really, really loves Madison.
I love how like the mom was like, how's things with Brandon, huh? like she's like, did you break up with him yet?
And then as soon as she mentioned Juliette, she's like, oh, that bitch.
She's like, ugh. She's like, I hate that girl.
My best moment was seeing Kelsey, Madison, and Chloe like hungover the next day. Yeah, after the
they're
party.
Like the Golden Girls, literally like living on the like in their own apartment.
I know that I was saying like last episode that like Chloe was really annoying me, but seeing them all three together as a dynamic trio, like they're so cute together. Like one's like I'm drunk, this one's like I'm like they all have like a personality, and it's really really cute to see them. So that was my best moment.
WTF moment.
My WTF moment was Avi Alex rolling up to the Tallahassee party, like
seeing him.
Who invited you? What were you doing here? No one even had you in the storyline. You just show the F up, and I don't understand what's going on with you.
My WTF moment, same scene. I was just so disgusted at Hannah's man. Like I was like, what are you doing right now? Like,
true.
Why are you in girl drama? Ooh, I hate that. I think it's so like.
You're like what? Yeah,
like,
why?
It's just like go do guy things at a party. Like why are you with a girl like in their drama? Like I don't get it.
Be on camera. It's so true. You're
exactly.
MVP
is gonna go to Hannah, right? Because I feel like she booked Juliette this episode. She called her out, and I was like, okay, girl, finally you're not like
She literally because
she like called her out.
She's 100% my MVP too. So that's kind of amazing. She went from being backflip Hannah to now like me wanting to be like, girl, come through for your friends. Like you're actually being a real person, giving like sick advice. I was very impressed with her this episode. 100%.
I love how she's like, he's just gross, Juliette. Like she just called it how it is.
She's like, you just say it right off the top. He's gross.
I had like a mini MVP, and my mini MVP was Paige, who's Madison's sister. So I'm like, yo, this girl's really smart too. She should be in the show.
I think she was giving good secondary character.
She was giving like really good advice.
I like that she's kind of like around now, and they look very similar.
They do,
so it's like, ooh, twins. I don't know, whatever. That's kind of weird.
LVP is Hannah's boyfriend. No, for sure.
Yeah, because you fucking hated him.
Dumbass.
My LVP, you know what it is. You know what it
is.
It's Alex.
Yeah.
Because I hate him.
Just that scene together too, like the two like idiots yelling at each other, like Alex and Hannah's boyfriend.
Like,
and Hannah's boyfriend's like trying to act all like he's like, yo, like me and my girl, like we work, and Alex is like, bro, calm down. Like you used to fight with her and cheat on her like all the time. Like you ain't no saint. I'm like, honestly, I can't.
Yeah,
they're idiots. They're all idiots.
The best line.
My best line is like right at the beginning. It's from both of them or Juliette, but the one I chose was when she's like, when no one was looking, the craziest thing happened, and like it cuts to like her kissing Alex. I'm like, are you dumb? No, like you have a camera crew like watching you make out with him. Like what are you saying?
It's like when no one was looking.
She's like, the craziest thing happened.
Pretty sure there's like at least
I saw it.
People watching.
Yeah,
like minimum. That was so jokes because she's an idiot. And mine was. It's actually like we didn't really talk about it either, but Kelsey and Carson go on a date together. And one thing that she said that kind of killed me was like, she's like, it's so great to like know someone on a deeper level. And I'm like, in comparison to
like what,
like just
like
not
fake,
knowing,
fakeness.
Fake drama and
fakeness
fake knowing people, which is basically this entire show. So just like her saying, and I was like, oh, okay, so you're gonna just foster a real relationship with this person. Cool, good to know. And that's the episode, guys.
That's it.
I hope you guys have been liking our Siesta reviews, and that's pretty much it. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share, and let us know what you guys think. We're on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube at recap_rewind.
Show us some love.
Just check us out. Thanks, guys. Bye.